Good morning, everyone. It's day 173. We're back in Nashville, and it's about an hour before Zora is released in Australia. It's quite poetic because today in Nashville, it's the first day of summer. It's the summer solstice, and it also happens to be the longest day of the year. And Zora being about the sunrise coming back into the light, out of the darkness. I think it's very poetic. And strangely enough, it's also a full moon. It's a strawberry moon. And the last time that a solstice and a full moon happened on the same day was 20 years ago. So it's a very special day. It's a very special day. And what do I have to do? I have to go and drop off the back line and the van with Lockie. So let's go. All right, U-Haul. Last ride. We've been through a lot together. This is it. All right, 60 seconds, Lockie. When that little hand reaches the 12, Zora gets released in Australia. And it's a beautiful moment because we've worked for three years for this. And now it's 60 seconds away, or 40 seconds now. And it's the first day of summer here in Nashville.
Is it really?
It's the first day of summer solstice.
Yeah, right.
And the longest day of the year.
Man, stop dropping all these facts. I'm not prepared for it.
And so it's a very poetic day to be releasing an album about the sunrise and holding on through the darkness and coming into the light. And 15 seconds.
Are we debuting at number one?
Yes, we are. We're going to debut at number one.
Called it.
And it's also a full moon, believe it or not, today. First time in 20 years.
How do you know all of this?
3, 2, 1. Ah! Did you feel it, Lockie?
I felt it. I felt that jolt.
Did you feel the album leaving my body?
What's your favourite song on the track?
My favourite song on the album is Play on the Moon, I think. Each one has had to be my favourite song at some point for it to have made the album. But Play on the Moon, I think, is... It's just a beautiful song. And it's no drums, it's just a nice, beautiful ballad, but it does give you all the feels.
How do you feel knowing that everyone can now listen to something that's so deeply personal?
I feel a huge sense of pride and relief. I mean, proud that we got to this moment, and relief that it actually, well, let me see, we got to check if it's on there. I might have spoken too early. Boom. Tones and I on the cover. I wonder if we got any of the gift.
The gift's made it.
The gift's made it onto New Music Fridays in a pretty decent spot.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
What else have we got on there? Or is it just one song?
That means...
I'm going to have to give that a listen, cover to cover.
There it is. It's out. Zora is out. Done and dusted. Thanks for getting us to New York and back safely. And here's my ride.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
You too, drive safe, mate. Hooroo. Wait.
That was so weird. They didn't feel like they knew what was going on. They were like, oh, is the keys in the car? I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, well, you're good to go. I was like, cool. Is there anything I need to sign or do? And they're like, no. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Stop asking me so many questions.
Yeah. But we did it. We've dropped the van, which Lockie officially concludes the tour.
What a time it was. What was your highlight? Have you talked about your highlight from the... Let's go peak and pit.
Peak and pit.
Of the tour. Go.
I think the peak for me was the New York show, because that was the first show where I was really worried about that show because Boston, we had all those technical issues, and New York is such a chaotic place. trying to unload the van, all the equipment. Like, it was stressing me out a lot. And the show went so well, and the audience was so engaged and like authentically energized. Yeah, go up that way. That that was when I really started to have fun. So I'm going to say that was the peak for me. Otherwise, the day off in New York City that we got on the bikes.
Yeah. That was sublime.
That was pretty cool.
It's such a beautiful city. But what was your pit?
I think the pit was when we had to pause the Boston show.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because we were having some RF issues. We couldn't hear our monitors, which was our fault.
That so well.
Yeah, I mean, I just got on and did an acoustic song while they tried to figure stuff out. Emma gave John her pack, and Emma did the entire show with no monitors whatsoever, which is
awesome.
Amazing. What a trooper. But she essentially saved the show. But John didn't have a very good show, because even after she left her pack with him, he was still getting the cutting in and out of the RF. So that wasn't the greatest show for us on stage, but the audience were awesome, and everybody seemed to really enjoy it still. So, you know, as far as pits go, that's not the worst thing. But yeah, all done. Now we're off to drop this car off, and then I'm going for a hair appointment. Finally.
Good time.
I know.
Wow.
Let's go. Z-Mart, Zora Mart. Everything's pointing to Zora today.
Should we go to Zamat?
Smart. And now Amy and I get to have our hair done professionally.
Desperately need it.
Yeah, we do need it. My hair is definitely kind of, the roots are showing. Let's go.
Oh yeah, classic. Do you want any spray or you want to just let them do their thing?
Beautiful.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Now you look like Emma Shepherd.
There she is.
Let me get the light right. Wow. That is a dark blue. So, get my hair did. The shower cap goes hard. Gonna have some brilliant pink hair at the end of it though. We got an interview with the Today Show in Australia at 6:20 p.m. Our good mate David Campbell, gonna get to chat with him. So, super stoked. At least I'm gonna have fresh hair for it.
They're very scary.
No, I've seen that tinge of blue somewhere before. Crazy hair. Looking good.
Beautiful.
Cold water does feel nice.
Right?
Look like one of those anglerfish.
You do. Oh god, that's funny.
Deep sea shepherd. Here they are to pick me up. There it is. I am become Pink Man, destroyer of gender norms. Real men wear pink. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The pink helmet is back on. That sounded a bit wrong, didn't it? Hey, neighbor! See? That's a fan, Emma. That's what we call a fan.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Missed you, buddy.
I missed you guys too.
Alright, second time lucky. Oh! Our wedding photos.
Details. Certainly has been a busy day for the royal family. Prince William took...
If I post, what's the time now there?
It's my vlog, guys. I'm just
Concentrate,
having a
guys.
meeting with the
Concentrate.
managers.
About 10 a.m. Album's out.
Yeah, so I posted.
Album's out, baby. Well, guys, after releasing an album around the world and being on morning television, we like to remain humble here in Shepherd by putting away a whole bunch of clean clothes. This is going to take a minute. Look at this epic dinner! Courtesy of my beautiful wife, Kathleen, and my nuisance sister. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's great. Look at this. I'm excited.
You did well.
All right, dinner is done, and I've gotten to work making a fun little piece of content for the album promotion. That's Zora, by the way. That's our Bubba, the rock star that she is. I thought this was pretty funny. Without a doubt, the single greatest album ever released in the history of the world. Zora Pugel, Unbiased Grandmother. Alright guys, I think that's going to be me for the day. I have a lot of videos to edit, so I'm going to get started now. It's going to be quite a number of days, and the album's just come out, so I'll be doing it sporadically. But very, very grateful for today. It was an awesome day. Album release, 3 years in the making, and it's now out in Australia anyway, tomorrow in the US. So it's going to be out at midnight here, but Australia's got it, and that feels like it's out. So we're super happy, super grateful, feeling the relief, feeling the pride, feeling the love from you all. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate you guys. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.